No wonder you didn't say hi to me, Carmen. I didn't press the button to go live. How you doing? I'm eating dinner while I've been working so hard on this house. Eating dinner and stuff like that. Telling you. But how you doing, Carmen? Glad you're here. I don't know. Like I said, I'll never be finished with the house. I mean, you're always finding something or doing something or something like that. You know that. But I'm just glad to be back in my house again. And the contractors are still here. Like I said, I don't even know how they got here, why they're still here, but they're still here. And my brother is in another state. He's an attorney. He is so mad. But I'm gonna leave it alone for a little while. And hey, Tiffany, how you doing? I'm gonna leave it alone for a little while. I'm not gonna get upset or anything like that. I can't afford to get upset right now. I just want my house completely done. How's Mike doing? I'm gonna even talk to everybody. And if anybody wants to come on live, let me know. I think I have 3 spots. Hey, Valerie, how are you? That's good. I can imagine him being tired, probably working hard. But glad to be back at work. Valerie, how you doing? Hey, Mobs, how you doing? Hey, hey, hey. That's good. I see you kind of changed your name and said it's about the adventure. It is. I've just had my own adventure with this house right now. But I'm enjoying being back home. I'm just tired. How's your son, Mobs? And how's your husband? Okay. You have a blessed day too. I'm glad to see you. Thanks for coming in, Matt. Carmen. I'll see you again. I understand the work. So, anyhow, anybody got any questions? Mobs, you want to come on? Or Valerie, do you want to come? And I have 3 places, I think. I'm literally tired for no reason. Because I really didn't work. I did painting, and I sat here in the chair and painted my chairs from the chair. But I think it's been a lot, and I've just been just busy trying to just keep things done. So maybe chicken. I made some baked chicken and some rice and some string beans. And they're not fresh string beans either. It wasn't that kind of day because we've been just trying to place things, trying to clean my art. My granddaughter came over yesterday, Tiffany, and Yeah, I know. I know about that company. My granddaughter came over yesterday and helped me replace the art room and stuff like that. And I got to still pack another bag, another box to send to the library. I understand about that company, Valerie. One of my girlfriends wanted to come and visit me, but right now, it's a lot of things going on. I have to go to the doctor's Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's a whole other story because I can't really tell you. Well, the foot doctor, he's not going to do my foot because I have a bunion on my foot. I've had one removed before. However, okay, he said he doesn't want to move it because of my age, because of the fact that he's going to have to break all my toes. That's all he had to say. Okay. I've gone through life without, thank God, knock on wood and all the other kind of stuff, not having any broken bones. Okay. Because I didn't play any sports because I wasn't the sporty type. I was a cheerleader. That's what's a sport now, but it wasn't then. And we didn't do all those backflips and jump in the arms and stand on top of each other. We didn't do all that then. They do all that now, so I wouldn't even have looked at it. I'm telling you. But I just can't. I wasn't. So I just said that's okay. So he showed me some exercises to do and stuff like that. Now the other thing I'm going for Tuesday, it's a sell you something. It's a prolapse. Okay, that's what I have. I don't know how it happened. And I would tell you the story, except I'm too tired to tell you the story. And I'll tell you the whole story once I go to the doctor's Tuesday, because I talked to either the nurse or the secretary or whatever, and she said, well, it really isn't that serious. So I'm like, okay. I didn't want it to be serious, so, we'll see. Yeah, but Tiffany, I'm very basic. The only time I really cook fancy, and you all may think it's fancy, but it really isn't. Okay, it's just like the cookbook that I wrote is 20-minute 1-part meals, because I really, when I want to cook fancy and stuff like that, it's usually during the holidays. And I used to cook fancy all the time. Well, not fancy. I just used to cook with a whole bunch of ingredients and all the other kind of stuff. But I don't do that anymore. I'm not. I'll just try to get it done because it's just him and I, and you can't impress me with me. So it is fresh chicken. It is fresh rice. The only thing is it was canned string beans because I made string beans a couple of weeks ago. But I hate to break the string beans. So I just, season it and put it in a pot with a little bit of water and season it and everything like that and just cook the string beans. But that's about it. The chicken, I just cooked it in some chicken broth and put some salt and pepper and some garlic powder, onion powder, those kinds of things on it. Just put it in the oven, So it's done. And that'll be dinner. And I have something in the crock pot. I have some beef in the crock pot, so he can have that over rice tomorrow. So I'm trying to make like 2 or 3 meals at a time, so I don't have to cook, because I'm trying to get this kitchen straightened out. And I've decided that since the contractors did the floor twice, and the paint keeps coming up, since I did the floor in the bathroom and other floors in the house, I'm gonna do the floor. So I bought the paint and everything like that. He paid me back. He came yesterday. I mean, not yesterday. Today's Sunday. Friday he came and he paid me back and everything like that. So, but I gave him the receipts and everything like that. So I'm gonna do the floor. Well, I didn't give him the receipts. I'll give him that when I see him because I didn't feel like going upstairs. But I, photocopied and texted to him, so he has them. But he needs to have the hard copies. But I'm telling you, okay. I just want this house done. That's what I want. And like I said, I'll tell you the whole story once I sign the papers, and I don't know when I'm going to sign the papers. And by the way, you all, did you hear? Have you heard that they have our data and our social security number and our phone number and all that other kind of stuff. Has everybody heard that? If everybody has not heard that, look up Experian and TransUnion, and I always forget the other one, and see if anybody has touched any of your credit. Because I looked at some today, I didn't do all of them, and I'm going to call tomorrow and stuff like that, because I think I have a lock on all of mine, but I have a basic lock. I didn't, because I really wanted to know, and I just have been so busy. If I paid the $24.99 a month, is it for all three, or is it just for one, and I got to pay $29 3 times? That's crazy. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'll find some other way, because that's just completely crazy. Ludicrous at best. So, Mobs, what you making? You making anything? I know you're making something special. I haven't picked up my knitting yet. I will be picking it up. I keep looking at the yarn, and the yarn keeps looking at me going, Mom, what's wrong? Why are you ignoring us? And I'm not ignoring my yarn. I just am trying to get this house organized. Once I get the art room done. And then we decided yesterday, and looking at it, and got almost everything done. We've got a few boxes we've got to empty and then take down to the library and stuff like that, because they have an art program down there. And I have like 4 or 5 of everything. I mean it, 4 or 5 of everything. So, okay, having said that, I'm going to give some to the library, because my granddaughter works there anyway. And I like it because we have sewing lessons. We have Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds nice. And I think I don't know whether you were on here. I did have baked chicken, rice, and some string beans. That's it. Very basic. Not bland, but basic. But yeah, so I told my granddaughter today, I said, when September hits, it's downhill on a slide. We'll slide right into the holidays. So that's why I want my house done, because everybody, is the hangout. In fact, one of my friend's daughters called me today and said, so what are you doing next Sunday? And I said, what are we doing next Sunday? Because I know you got something up your sleeve. She challenged me to a game of dominoes. I haven't played dominoes in 200 years, but we're going to have fun. Fix something to eat and just, do what we got to do. Because she's an amazing, to me, she's a kid. I mean, she's like 26, 27 years old, but she's a chef. And she's the one that taught me how to make pasta. And she's an amazing cook, but she's also, she really reads and stuff like that. And when I have a conversation with her, 200 years for what, Tiffany? When I have a conversation with her, I feel like I'm talking to like an 80-year-old woman. And I'm not far away from 80. I'm 76, so, But I love talking to her. Oh, what I said? Yeah. I mean, but, and I like young people that I can actually talk to. And most of the young people that come on, like, you, Tiffany, and Mobs, and, other people, they really do know life. Hey, Jonas, how are you? How's your wife doing? How's Renee? I wanted to know how she was. Have they got any word on the MRI? Did they do the MRIs yet or anything? They're so slow. And I just wanted everything over Tuesday. And I'm hoping, like I said, I have some kind of prolapse, and I'm hoping that they don't have to just, operate on me. What did you win on online? That's great. What did you win, Jonas? You won an online contest. I won one once years ago. Somebody online mailed me a bunch of artist stuff. Oh, okay. That's nice. But the reason why I don't win is because I don't even know how I won that because I don't ever enter anything. Well, I know this was a few years ago. And I say that because my art room then was on the top floor. We went all the way down to the first floor. He's on the top floor. He got his little man cave up there. Okay. All right. Tell me all about it when you hear about it, what it is. That's really nice. I really don't. Like I say, I think it's really nice when people. I like to see what people win when they win because I really don't care. Because first of all, to be honest with you, you got to enter. And like I said, I don't even know how I won the other one because I don't remember entering. But usually you have to enter it. So you know. So anyway, does anybody have any questions they want to ask me? If you want to ask me any questions, you can go ahead and do that. I'm telling you, it rained. Child, it rained. Y'all, okay? It rained here last night, and then the sun came out. It was beautiful and everything like that. All of a sudden, she's doing good. She's doing good. I haven't talked to her in a while. I got to talk to her grandmother, but the last time I heard, she was doing good. I haven't talked to her grandmother for a while because her grandmother has been really, really, really busy. And like I said, you know, we have to catch up with her. I know her mother got married, so they're in Arizona. So I hope that I'll hear from her soon. But I'm hoping. I don't know if I told you all of this or not, but my cousin Scotty says that he believes that one of the girls, who's I think she's now 18, is Joey's also. So, and he, as far as I know, I think he would have told me though. But hey, everybody doesn't tell you everything. So I said to him, I said, well, maybe we should find out. Well, her mother didn't want to do any DNA on her or anything like that. But now she's like a grown woman, so you know. But my thoughts are this, because I don't believe that I don't think that Joey actually knew it. Okay, and how Scotty knew it, I don't know. But people, whatever. But she's 18. She might be almost 19 now. And if I do find out that that's true, and she does go ahead and have her DNA done, and it's true, I'm gonna be very, very mad because and disheartened because, I mean, I'm a family person, and I try to keep everybody in the family, and do things with the family and stuff like that. And I mean, I'll make up for lost time with her, but I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna have a talk with Joey. I'm just gonna have to have a talk with Joey. But anyhow, okay, I'm gonna stay on until 7:30 unless somebody comes on and asks me a question. Well, you asked me a question, didn't you, Jonas? Yeah, so you made me actually have to get up off my butt. It's like, you know, Liz and I, we're pretty cool. The grandmother. But I'm just trying to, like I said, put some sense in my house and everything like that. I got so much stuff to. Well, I cleaned all the things. I put my china in that china. I bought a new china cabinet, not a new one. I bought an antique one. I don't like new furniture, so and I'll paint it later, but I'm not going to do it right now. because I'm doing the kitchen right now. So what's happening with you, though, besides working hard? I do too. I don't see I don't see the luxury in having something new because you pay a lot of money for it. And I've been talking to a lot of people. In fact, one of my friends is a real estate agent, and she said she'll never buy anything new again because, she said that she has kids, she has younger kids, and she said, if they're on it and stuff like that, they can't, the furniture can't take it. Whereas I've had my sofa, my grandchildren have rode on it, you know what I mean, played horsey on it, slept on it all the time and stuff like that and whatnot. And it has three legs. It's really old, and I bought it old. Oh, that's wonderful. I have some relatives out there too. Um, but I don't like, I like flea markets and yard sales and antique stores and Goodwill. And I'll get things and I'll redo it. And like I said, I showed everybody the beginning stages of things, and I'm going to take some more pictures. Now I get my appliances new. That's about it because I do not like new furniture, you know. And half the people that half of the stores that advertise new furniture and stuff like that, you can't keep it because it is what it is. But they just don't make furniture like they used to anymore. Not at all. And I have a couple. I don't have any of my mother's furniture. I don't know why either, but yeah, I do actually. But because some of the family I gave some things to, and then you know the person that lived in the house decided that he wanted the family. I mean the furniture, and then he put it in storage, and then let storage go instead of telling me. And the thing is, okay, you know, um, I still don't understand that whole. I'm 71 years old, and to be perfectly honest with you, I still don't understand that situation because he slept in one room, she slept in the other, and I tried my best when I was younger to catch him, just to see, and nothing. And towards the end, before my mother died, my mother said, well, at one particular time, they were thinking about getting married, and then she just didn't want to get married again. She said there was nobody like my father, which he wasn't at all like my father. You know, and a lot of the family, most of the family didn't like him. He worked two jobs. He took care of my mother, and that's what I respected him for. He did take care, but other than that, I had no respect for him. I respected him because of her. But then when she told me in the end, she said no, she had planned to marry him in the beginning. But then she just kind of looked at him and said, nah. Uh-uh. But they had already bought the second house. The thing that made me mad is the fact that he ended up getting a piece of my father's house. I got most of it, okay? But and the kids got some money from the second house. But my father's house, and I got really mad at that, but she was dead, so I couldn't say anything because I don't. And the thing that, and I think the thing that really made me mad, and I can talk about this now because I was really mad for quite some time. He was talking about how hard he worked to keep that house and do the things in it. And I'm like, that's a damn lie. I said, you're lying to me. I said, because my mother and I used to go in there and paint all the time. How I learned how to paint was from my mother. My mother, my brother, and I. Okay. And so, I mean, he's dead now. And it's not good to speak ill of the dead, but I mean, I just couldn't see it. And I'm glad that she never married him. You know? And like I said, nobody in my family understood that. Nobody. Because he wasn't like my father at all. And you don't expect for anybody to be like the other person, I mean, but you still want him to have some kind of a personality, and he didn't have a personality. So I think because it was so long. It was back in the, I want to say the early 60s. And I think my mother was just so overwrought by my father being dead that and she was a beautiful, beautiful woman, little teeny tiny short thing. Okay, beautiful. But I think that back then, women didn't have, the kind of rights that they have now. You know what I mean? So like she couldn't do what she wanted to do alone. I believe that. I believe that that's what it was. And they never talked about it. They never talked about it. So, you know, um, whatever. But like I said, he's gone now, and so is my mom. But like I said, nobody understood. Nobody understood. And my father left two businesses to us as well. We left the store and a barber shop. The other thing I thought was kind of, and I was thinking about this the other day because she did not take the store over. She was a nurse and everything like that, but she did not take the store over because, I mean, I worked for the other guy that she rented the store to. Of course, she couldn't take the barbershop over because she didn't know how to cut hair, you know. But people make mistakes. People make mistakes, and I think that that was her way. About 3 or 4 months before she died. I want to say about maybe 3 to 6 months before she died. She said to me, I asked her. I said, Why didn't you marry him? She said, No, I didn't want to. She said, I changed my mind. And I said, okay. And I didn't ask her any more questions because even as a grown woman at that particular time, you did not ask your parents questions. And anybody that's my age, anybody that's like 65 and above, now, like I said, I'm 76, you just didn't ask your parents questions. You didn't at all. You minded your business. You didn't, I mean, like kids today are completely different because when adults came into the room, we left. We went, I'm not going to tell you that I didn't try to sneak and listen, but my mother was not one of those people that gossip. So there was no gossip in her house. When they came to play, and that was to knit, to crochet, to cook, exchange recipes, talk about the plants and the flowers that they grew, everything. My mother would not allow, people to gossip about other people. And I guess most of the other women did because, I'm thinking I never heard them talk about anybody, even outside my home. So I was amazed at, and I think that's why I don't really talk about people. If I have something to say to you, I'll say it to you, not to anybody else, to you. So well, up at 7:30, and nobody wants to ask me any questions, so I'll try it again, maybe the end of the month, because I'm going to go. I'm going to go do my dishes and stuff like that. I'm going to bed early. I know the sun's still out here and stuff like that, and my cousin teases me all the time. But if I can get to bed early, it's a funny thing about that, because when we were kids, for your mother or to something say, take a nap or something like that, I don't want to take a nap. But shoot, somebody tell me take a nap, I'm gone. So I love. Thanks, Valerie, for coming by. Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks, Mobs. Thanks, Jonas. I tell Renee I love her. And I will talk to you all soon. I love you. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Bye-bye. And hold your family close. I know. I'm going to go take a sleep because I'm going to go to bed. Love you all.